The man charged in a tragic hit and run in the East County learns whether he will stand trial. What witnesses testified today about what they saw in the days after the crash.
Plus, the potential lawsuit Poway now faces because of last week's boil water advisory. We're learning more about a sinkhole that opened up on a residential street in National City.
City engineers say it was caused by a metal storm drain pipe that has corroded from recent rains. Our 10 News reporter Cassie Carlisle is live from the scene on Rachel Avenue. And Cassie, National City officials claim this is a problem the city of San Diego needs to fix.
Steve, that's exactly right. In just the last 15 minutes, I spoke with the deputy city engineer with National City, and you can see that they are working to get everything done out here. He says because it's that stormwater pipe that it is under City of San Diego's jurisdiction. Now you can see that they're trying to get more contractors out here to get some work done to get this fixed. Neighbors say at the 1700 block of Rachel Avenue, it's been shut down since 7 p.m. last night. National City engineers say that the storms corroded the metal stormwater pipe. Now, right now, they are mobilizing contractors to get that work done. Both cities have been busy with sinkholes since the storms. San Diego is saying in passing that they've had about 5 in the past week, and National City responding to about 3. And around the corner from this sinkhole, 10 News spoke with a neighbor who says he also has a huge ditch in his backyard.
I got a pipe right here. I believe that pipe is a 12-foot inch that pipe. Yeah. When I put under, that's it.
Just incredible to watch that metal pipe go all the way down into that hole. Now, we haven't been able to confirm whether that was also from stormwater or if it is a sinkhole with either National City or San Diego City. But as you can see out here, they are continuing to do work. Engineers that I spoke with said that in the next couple of days, this road will reopen. For now, reporting live in National City, Cassie Carlisle, 10 News.
Cassie, thank you. The man accused of driving into a bicyclist and then just taking off will have to face a jury. The crash on the 67 in Ramona left the victim, Michelle Scott, on life support.
10 News reporter Jennifer De La Cruz spoke to her husband, and Jennifer, he's glad this has come to trial.
That's right, guys. While, of course, it is very certainly difficult for him to sit there and listen to all of the details of the crash, he says it's actually reinforcing his faith in the justice system. And he added that actually listening to and hearing all of the evidence play out in court is actually going to help him move on when this is all said and done.
Her condition has not really improved greatly in any way. However, it's very, very small changes.
Don Scott is staying positive as his wife fights for her life in the hospital. 56-year-old Michelle Scott was struck by an SUV while riding her bike on State Road 67 in October.
The doctor's opinion is there will be no meaningful recovery.
Police say the man behind the wheel was Chase Richard, who allegedly kept driving for 2 miles with the bike lodged in his car. In court today, 6 witnesses testified, including a neighbor who says Richard tried disguising his car after the accident.
It was missing a license plate, and it was a different color. It wasn't shiny black any longer. It was like a kind of like a matte gray color. So that was definitely a red flag for me.
Prosecutors say Richard dismantled damaged parts of the car and was driving with stolen plates.
But now that I've seen the vehicle and also the bicycle that was struck, I can more easily identify with how traumatic or violent the accident was.
The details hard to digest for Scott's husband, who's fighting the battle right by her side.
I'm at least being able to have a clearer view of reality, but still remain hopeful.
Richard faces up to 9 years in prison if convicted. He's due back in court in January for that trial. Reporting live in El Cajon, Jennifer De La Cruz, 10 News.
Such a sad case. Thank you, Jennifer. A Balboa Park street performer who lured and sexually assaulted 2 underage girls will spend 7 years in prison and have to register as a sex offender. After Luis Haas is released from prison, he will likely be deported back to Mexico. Police arrested Haas in May after they say he convinced young-looking girls, at least, to go somewhere in isolated areas of Balboa Park. And that's when police say he assaulted them. Haas pleaded guilty to 3 felony sex crimes against the 2 girls in October.
The city of Poway just got hit with a claim because of last week's boil water advisory. Our 10 News reporter John Horn spoke with a lawyer who filed a claim on behalf of the woman who says she got sick from drinking the water. John.
Steve, that attorney telling us that she expects to represent multiple people who were sickened by that water. Now, this claim comes in the wake of a nearly week-long precautionary boil water advisory here in the city. Now, the city of Poway issued the advisory November 30th after residents began reporting brownish water coming out of their faucets. Officials say a storm drain backed up into its clear well, causing the water to change color. The city said tests still showed that the water was within health standards, but nonetheless issued the advisory. Poway attorney Natasha Serino filed the claim on behalf of a woman. Serino says she expects to represent more than one person and that she herself and her son were sickened by the water.
Personally, I felt ill after drinking the water, and my son, I had to take him to urgent care. So just in my own family, because we are Poway residents and I have 2 small children, it's affected us as well and other people that we work with.
A spokeswoman for the city tells us that the city is aware of the claim and processing it. Now, if the city does reject that claim, it opens the door to a full lawsuit. For now, live in Poway, John Horn, 10 News.
San Diego police just released new video with a clear view of a man they say is wanted for a deadly hit and run. The hit and run happened early Monday morning on Euclid Avenue in Lincoln Park. A woman was riding her mobile scooter in the road when she was hit. She died at the scene. The city's new smart street lights caught the driver on the road and pulling into a nearby gas station. Then surveillance cameras inside the station give a clear view of the man. He walks in wearing a Pittsburgh Steelers sweatshirt. You can also see him wearing pajama pants and walking with a cane. If you recognize anything about this man, please call San Diego Police. The city of Encinitas is again warning beachgoers to keep a safe distance from the bluffs. The city tweeted out this photo today showing a portion of the crumbling cliffs, and this follows the recent rain and rough surf. Crews are closing the rail line between Solana Beach and downtown San Diego to repair the bluffs in Del Mar this weekend.
MTS leaders met today to discuss which public transit improvement should be included in the potential tax measure on the ballot next November. If approved, the half-cent sales tax measure is expected to bring in about $24 billion over 50 years. Among the ideas discussed today, whether to add a new trolley line from Chula Vista to Kearny Mesa or to improve current bus and trolley lines.
But our goal is clear in terms of increasing ridership, providing more opportunities, getting the environmental benefits, the congestion relief, and so it's just assessing how we put that package together.
The MTS board is also looking at adding new rapid bus routes, more frequent service, and free passes for youth. Board members are expected to vote on what to include in that measure in the spring.
The report looking into horse deaths at Santa Anita has been pushed back a month. The California Horse Racing Board had initially scheduled to release the report this month, and now it's due January 15th. The board decided to push it back during its meeting today. It did not say why. Dozens of horses have died at Santa Anita since the start of the year. The LA County District Attorney is also investigating for any potential criminal violations.
Crews have broken ground on a project that will bring more than 6 miles of new bike paths through San Diego's mid-city neighborhoods. This is a rendering that shows what part of the Georgia Meade and Landis Bikeway projects will look like. Crews will also add crosswalks. Now, the goal is to create a safer environment for those who ride their bikes or walk in the area.
Crossing the street here has become a very dangerous experience, and I'm very excited about what this project's going to bring for our community.
And I just feel like it's important to have bike path that's safer for cyclists.
The project will eventually connect the communities of City Heights, Normal Heights, University Heights, and North Park. It will ultimately eliminate about 200 parking spaces.